All right, everybody. So for today's technique, I actually saw somebody making a craft like this online and I wanted to actually kind of recreate my own. So what I did was I actually found this image of just a Mickey pumpkin online and I made it 4 times on here and you will see why. And I have like weird boxes around it because I didn't want to print it 4 times and waste ink. So I tried to kind of condense them down as much as possible here. But we are going to cut these out and then we are going to use them for our project. All right, so these are our little cutouts. So how it's going to be is this is going to be the base of the pumpkin. Then it's going to go this, 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 and then this little stem is going to get stitched onto the base like that. So what we have to do is for every pumpkin, we have to cut out of felt 2 of the big Mickeys. I'm going to do 1 of the stems, 1, 1, and 1. So that's what we're going to do. So Mom and I have our felt here. We will post our Amazon links below. So she's going to help me cut this and we're going to have some fun. Okay, she doesn't want to help me.
No, I'm good.
She just gave me the weirdest look. Like I was crazy.
I don't want to cut the stem. Paint.
I can cut the stem. So we've got some different felt here. I didn't know which one would work actually better. So the green one is a little bit more flimsy, so I may have to cut 2 greens. The orange is actually like an acetate felt, which is thicker. Feel it. It's much rougher, so I think this would actually be better for our felt crafts, which is good to know for future. So
Yeah.
it says felt for crafts, for sewing.
Now, what does the other one say? The same thing? No, it just says nothing.
The other one says craft felt fabric sheets for patchwork. All right, so we're gonna get to making. All right, before we go any further, I just want to show you, I did this with a pen. I tried to use my fabric pencil on this, but it doesn't get the ridges enough. So I would suggest using a pen on your felt. And then this, I can obviously just go over this, but if you have any pen lines that accidentally show through, you could always flip over your felt projects and put those towards the inside so the pen won't be seen. But when you're going to cut, you're going to try to go inside of the pen marks. And really make sure that when you are going around this, that you are holding down your paper. You could always print it on thicker cardstock. Like I said, I just Googled an image for a Mickey pumpkin, and this is the one I found that I particularly liked. The original video that I saw, she actually had, her pumpkin wasn't as wide as mine. Hers was actually more top heavy. So, but this was just the one that I particularly liked of Mickey. So, whatever one works best for you. All right, so Mom and I kind of were just playing around and we realized that you can actually cut 2 felt pieces at once. So out of this one piece right here, I was able to get actually 4 complete sets. So I'm going to hand this off to her so she can cut this and we're going to keep going. All right, so we are now in pumpkin heaven over here. So what we're going to do with the next step is I have everything laid out. So we're going to actually leave the bottom coat alone. I'm going to actually take off the stem. And we are going to stitch through all of our pieces here. So I'm going to start through the back, up into the center. Just making sure all of my strings are even. And then I'm just going to stitch around. And when you're close to the edges, just make sure that you actually stab through the entire stack that you have. You can clip this together if it makes it easier for you. I tend to just hold things. But if you have like paper binder clips or something to make it easier. But once you get the first few stitches, it should be pretty good to go. And then once we actually get a few of the stitches through, if you find any of your felts isn't matching from the outside, you can always trim it up with your scissors. And one more tip is I am actually only using 3 strands of my string so I can make it last a little bit longer, since basically all we're doing here is just some pretty stitch work. So just taking one of the sharper needles. So that is today's Technique Tuesday. You're going to have to come back for Throw It Together Thursday at the end of the month to see us finishing this stitch up and creating our little ornament out of this. So stay tuned.